Hey there guys, it's Kim George here from YourChicGeek.com, and I want to welcome you to a brand spanking new video. So in this video, we're going to be talking about a subject that I know a lot of people struggle with, and specifically as it relates to KDP. So that subject is none other than how do you niche down? All right, so we're going to talk about that really quickly, and I'm just going to show you guys kind of how I go about niching down whenever I'm looking for niches to target. So before we dive off into this video, I'd love for you guys to like, share, subscribe, comment. Also, for those of you that are interested in learning more about creating an epic brand to sell more low content books with, you can head over to check out From Publish to Profit. I actually have a special offer that is going on for this week only with a coupon code where you can get the course on sale. So I will put that information below. And then I have some freebies as well for you guys. So one is going to be the 200 epic low content book niches that you can target. There's going to be a swipe file for that. And then also there's going to be a free masterclass that you can take as well. So I have the links below to that. But let's talk about this really quickly, because I know this is something that people do struggle with, myself included. And that is niching down. How do you freaking find niches? How do you do it? The best way that I can tell you guys that I do it is through the use of tools. And one of my favorite tools that is absolutely free that I have come to love, and that is going to be none other than the AMZ Suggestion Expander tool. Okay, this is a free Chrome extension that you can install, and what it does is it basically kind of drills down to give you some information on niches that you can target. Okay, and so I'm going to do just a really quick exercise here to kind of show you guys how I go about finding niches, and then how I'm able to take a specific niche and then do a sub niche and then do another sub niche, and then you can sub niche from there. Now you're going to get what I'm saying here in a few minutes. Okay, so say for example, you wanted to start with coloring book, and you want to have in mind the kind of book that you want to start with. So downloading that swipe file that I have is going to be helpful, because it is going to give you some ideas. But just say for example, you want to start with coloring book. You're like, hey, I want to create a coloring book. So that is the general niche that you want to go after, or the type of book that you want to publish. So you want to write that down somewhere on a little notepad, or you want to just crank open a Google Docs or a Google Sheets, which is what I use, and you just want to type that down, right? Coloring book, that's what I want to start with. So if you were to go over here and you were to type in coloring books by itself, you're going to see that you're going to have way too much competition here. There's over 60,000 results. There is no way that you're going to compete with 60,000 other books. It's just too much competition, unless you're spending a lot of money, like I'm sure these people are, to market these books. Not mad at them, because some of them are ranking and they're doing well, but you're going to spend a lot of money to promote that book against 60,000 other people. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to niche down. Now, the reason that I love using the AMZ Suggestion Expander tool is because it gives you information that people are already searching for on Amazon. So it takes the guesswork out of, what people are searching for. And this is something that I have a lot of conversation with people with all the time, with, putting out what people want versus what you think they want. Anyway, I'm going to get off the soapbox on that, but coloring books is where we start. So what we want to do is, when you get over into coloring books, that's the book that you want to create. You just want to do a space. And what's going to happen is AMZ Suggestion Expander is going to start prompting, or not prompting, but it's going to start showing you some other niches that people are looking for, and some niches that you can maybe look into targeting. So as you can see, we have coloring books for adults. That is someone that you can target. So if you wanted to maybe go after that, you would write that down. Coloring books for kids, you can potentially write that down. Now, what I love is that you see that it's breaking it down even more. And this is key, because this is going from just a general coloring book to a coloring book for adults, a coloring book for kids. Now it's going to coloring books for kids ages 4 through 8. So what I would do is I will put that on a spreadsheet, coloring books for kids ages 8 through 12, and then maybe put one more, coloring books for toddlers ages 1 through 3. So maybe you can, basically you would just take all of these down, the ones that you're interested in. Maybe you just want to do kids. So you would just put these down, 4 through 8, 8 through 12, and then toddlers 1 through 3. All right. So we're gonna write those down somewhere. You want to put those on a Google Sheets document. And then what you want to do from there is take this information and you want to use that to find and to drill down even more. So I'm going to do, for an example, coloring books for kids ages 4 through 8. So I'm going to do coloring book for kids ages 4 through 8 to see what it's going to give me. So you can see that this is drilling down even more, which is great because it's going from just a general concept now to a specific type of person, which is kids, now to a specific age group. Now you're going to be able to find other niches within this specific age group. So you see where I'm going here? This is basically how you niche down. So now we have coloring books for kids ages 4 through 8, coloring books for kids ages 4 through 8, boys, girls, princess. Okay, I know that's pretty popular. Animals, form. I wouldn't do superhero. I would stay away from that. But ABC, activity coloring books, science, unicorn. So you see what's happening? Look at this. Coloring books for kids ages 4 through 8 with butterflies. So maybe that's one that you can write down. Coloring books for kids ages 4 through 8, cars. You can write that one down. And then maybe you can write down coloring books for kids ages 4 through 8, vehicles. Now what I can do is I can write down, for example, coloring books for kids ages 4 through 8, butterfly, cars, and vehicles. So I'm going to write that down. And so maybe I want to go after something in the realm of vehicles. So let's see if it'll give me something even more specific. And I did see one. Look at this. Even more specific. Boom. Construction vehicle coloring books for kids ages 4 through 8. You cannot get more specific than that. So what I would do is I would basically click on this to see what this looks like in this niche. So you see how I did that? Basically, I'm just taking the data that I'm getting from this specific tool and I'm going from something that's high level, which is coloring books, to targeting a specific type of person, which is kids, to going into a specific age range, which is 4 through 8, to going to vehicles, to going to a specific type of vehicle. So you see how that's working? So we went all the way from 70,000 search results to now 3,000. And so then what you can do in here is you want to come through and you can start looking at some of the different books that are published in this niche. And look at this. So you have the Mighty Vehicles Coloring Books for Kids, and they just published this in July of 2023. And look at the BSR on this. This is called the bestsellers rank. It's at 50,000. So this book is selling pretty well. Okay. You have the construction vehicles. This is the one that came up. That one is doing pretty good. You have this one that was published in 2022, but it's still ranking okay. You have this one that is doing very well, but it was published in 2021. So you want to keep going and you want to keep looking at some of the niches that these books were published in. Look at this truck coloring book. All right. So this one is doing very well and it was just published in August of this year. All right. So you have this one that's doing pretty good. So this is actually a decent looking niche to go after. So I hope that you guys kind of see what I did there. But what I actually like to do is I like to look at both the all tab and I like to look at books, because I do see that there can be sometimes a discrepancy in the search results. And so it may come up under books as a little bit more competitive. Nope, it didn't. So I like to check both though. This is just my flow. So it's 3,000 results. Not too bad. It has good traffic going to it. I probably would run some ads, as you can see that they're doing right here, to get my book out there and to, you know, to really get it in front of more people. But I just wanted to show you guys the process that you can use to niche down from one broad topic to then coming down to a more specific topic that you can probably compete for. So I hope that this was helpful, and I did this with all free tools. And I just believe in the power of using these kind of tools in order to find untapped niches. So I hope that you guys found this video helpful. And again, if you're interested in taking advantage of the course and the sale that I'm having for this week, you can click the link below or head over to check that out. And it's from Publish to Profit. But let me know what your thoughts are on this video. This was using just free tools, AMZ Suggestion Expander. And this is basically how I go about finding my niches. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts. And I hope this was helpful. See you guys in another video. Okay. Cheers. Bye.